How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. This is a great turnout. I'm super happy.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming. I have a quick question before we get started. How many people in here with a raise of hands have never done anything collecting digital in your life? Oh, look at that. Can we get a round of applause for everybody that was willing to take a chance to come into a newfangled... Thank you. Thank you for being willing to just see what digital collecting is all about. So thank you for that. This is a packed panel, as you can see. So I want to get things started really quickly so we stay on time. All right, so I'll just go down the list real quick, introduce everybody. All right, so right off we have, well, I should say, I'm Shane Walsh, McFarlane Digital, and we have... Thank you so much. And then we have Shae with Candy Digital. We have David with DSTLRY Comics and me on Ichiban, which will be launching soon. David with VeVe. Ridhima with Dapper Labs. Steve with Pudgy Penguins. Aaron with Fanable. Jake with OddKey. And we got two representatives from Funko Droppp, Nate and Trevor. All right. Okay. All right, everybody. So thank you once again for coming here. I really, really appreciate it. Digital collecting has been a passion of mine for the past 4 years. And I just thought it would really, really great to get all of these amazing representatives from these fantastic projects on one panel to show you what digital collecting is all about. Just give you a flavor of what each one of them is. Everyone's kind of doing it a little bit differently, so I thought it'd be great just to hear what everyone's doing. So why don't we go down the line, and we'll just start with Shae. Give each person 4 to 5 minutes, because we got a tight schedule, to just give a quick overview of your project. We'll start with Shae.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for having me, Shane. I really appreciate this opportunity. Then welcome all of you, especially those who have not had any experience with digital collecting. I am so happy to see you all. So I work with DC Comics, and DC has been, their publishing legacy spans nearly a century. We are working with them to evolve comic collecting and the overall fan experience. Now, you might be wondering how we would be able to do that without losing what's made comic collecting so special throughout the years. First of all, it is an honor and a responsibility to help DC, to help bring the DC legacy into this new format. It is such an honor and such a responsibility, and I'm so, so proud to be able to get this opportunity to work with them. When you're working with characters like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, these aren't just IPs, they are generational touch points. And DC Comics has been collected for decades by so many people throughout so many years, not just because of the paper and the ink, but because of the stories and the characters, and also the pride of owning a piece of something even bigger. So together with DC, we have introduced DC Collectible Comics, DC3s, and with these DC3s, we are building on that tradition. We're not replacing it. This is simply a new format for an old love. Fans can still collect full official DC comics, complete with rarity tiers, variant covers, and limited runs, without having to worry about things like fire damage, water damage, storage capacity, or even resale logistics. I feel like there is a little boy in every man that dies when he hears his wife or girlfriend utter those words, "It's either me or the comics." Everybody's been there, right? So, I mean, then you gotta go and beg your parents to house your long boxes. It's a tragedy. But what I find fascinating about collecting comics digitally is that the emotion behind it has not changed. It is still the same. Fans still chase their favorite covers, they still flex those low edition numbers, they still hunt for grails, and track down variant covers that they might have missed on drop day, just like you would in a physical comic book shop. So we're using digital to make that connection much more accessible, more portable, and way more interactive and engaging. The exciting part is we can build gamification into the overall experience. Things like collection challenges and crafting events where you can take your DC3 and evolve it into a variant cover, an upgraded variant cover. You also can get bonus airdrops or early access to future experiences. And at the end of the day, it's really not about replacing comics. It's about giving fans more ways to show up for the stories and the characters that they love. But most importantly, it's to give them to make them feel like what they own and what they're a part of really matters. I also brought one of these. When you guys walked in, you should have gotten one of these 5x7 cards. On the back is a QR code. If you scan the code and sign up for a free account with Candy Digital, it's candy.io, you can get a free digital DC3. It is Batman Dark Victory, but you can also swing by the DC booth at booth number 4544 and get the physical edition of this. That is when you have a physical and a digital combined, we call that a phygital drop. So please stop by the DC booth, 4544, between 1 to 2 p.m. from throughout Comic-Con, and grab your physical. Also scan and get your digital.
Thank you, Shae. Appreciate it. Oh, got it. One more. All right.
Are there any Catwoman fans in the audience? First 5 that raise their hands.
I'm here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
David,
I'm a fan.
right on the panel.
So I am giving you physical Catwoman, the Legacy Cal comic. It is signed by the writer and 2 artists. The writer is Kevin Scott, New York Times bestseller. And then John Boy Mayers is the cover artist. And Fico Ossio is the illustrator for the interior comics.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
I put my email address on the back. If you send me an email with your email address when you sign up for a Candy account, I will airdrop you a digital twin of that comic.
Thank you so much, Shae. That was fantastic. All right, David. Next.
All right, yeah, so I'm David Steinberger. I'm probably best known for having started Comixology, which is a digital comic book reader, and thank you. My buddy back there, Chip, and I co-founded a company called DSTLRY, which is a comic book publisher, and we developed over the last year and a half or so a digital collectibles business on that, where our single issues and all the variant covers are for sale on distillery.co. That's, do you have that up there? DSTLRY.
See if that's
all right, that's fine. .co.
Oh, no.
And what we do is we sell the variant covers just for 7 days. The idea, I think, what you mentioned, Shae, was is to kind of, if you don't get to the comic book store on the weekend, by the weekend, or on Wednesday, you may not get the comic book that you were looking for. Our main cover, our A cover, sells forever. It's infinite. So we're splitting the difference between the collector and the reader. Like our primary goal is to be able to bring same day as print comics to everybody, whether you're a collector or reader. Have a great reading experience, great collecting experience. And we've put together over the last 6 months or so Neon Ichiban. At neonichiban.com, you could log in right now and get on our wait list. We'll be giving away a bunch of freebies, a bunch of digital collectibles that are exclusive to the wait list. And if you refer somebody, you go 10% up the wait list. So if you get to the front, you'll have your choice of tons of stuff. We just announced we were in the New York Times a few weeks ago. We've got Marvel doing same day as print, DC doing same day as print, DSTLRY, Dark Horse, Kodansha doing same day as print manga, and all their back issues. So it's going to be a great one-stop shopping place for same day as print. And then we innovated on top of that last year. Here, actually, we debuted it here in San Diego with signatures and sketches, what we call remarks. And so as an owner of a digital comic, you can show a QR code for a specific edition that you own to a creator. They can scan it on their iPad and actually sign or sketch on top of that item. And then when they save that, that goes right into the cover of your book for a true one-of-one digital collectible. And of course, we have a secondary market where you can sell those things. And then we also have what we call proof, which is another QR code for your whole library where we can actually do in-person or electronic goodies for ownership. So as an example, at New York Comic Con last year, we have our Eisner-winning Somna book. If you own that in digital, you could get 50% off the toy, the physical toy that we were selling of Somna there. You show your QR code, we scan it with our app, and then we go and to prove that you own it, and then you get that. And every week that we release single issues on DSTLRY, digital owners get the opportunity to buy special physical covers, special digital covers that aren't available to anybody else. So it's taking all the fun and joy of collecting, adding, particularly with new comics, they're usually the same price or more expensive in digital than they are in print. And for 20 pages and 10 minutes of entertainment, that's a lot of money. And so to add the variant covers, the sketching, the one-of-one collectibles, the resaleability, the downloadability, that's another thing that we've innovated, is that you can actually retrieve, for publishers that opt in, DSTLRY being one of them, you can retrieve a DRM-free version of a PDF as well. So trying to do it on all fronts. So sign up. We've got 3 covers that we've announced so far, and we're running around the convention all week getting signatures and sketches that we'll be giving out at Digital 101s.
Yeah. Real quick before we go on to you, David, just so everybody knows, if you want to scan that QR code, that's where you get your free book. So, thank you very much. David?
Thanks, Shae.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is David. I'm co-founder of an app called VeVe. For those of you guys, thanks. For those of you guys who are new to digital collecting, VeVe is basically a mobile-first app. We're one of the world's largest, we house one of the world's largest IP, spanning from Marvel, from DC, Warner Brothers, Disney, Star Wars, Universal, Sony, you name it, is most likely will be on VeVe. VeVe is built by collectors, for collectors. We will launch in 2021. And in the short span of time, we have sold over 10 million digital collectibles. And what we really believe in is not really changing of how people collect, it's really providing a new medium for people to collect on. So a lot of you, if you haven't got the VeVe app, you can download it. The utility around what we're trying to create, that ecosystem, is bringing digital collectible into real life through augmented reality through your phone. So whatever you purchase on VeVe, you can project it out using your phone, having the characters there. You are able to take photos, videos, you can share them through social. And more importantly is that we have a space where you can build your collection, and that's the default. Expanding from that on, we also have a section where we provide comic books. We do also release same day, and a lot of the publishers like Dynamite, Marvel, Humanoids, and Blaze, and we're signing many more as times to come. Very much like David's company, we're here really around that reading experience. But at the same time, we really understand that you need to have that collectible elements. So the different type of rarity covers, through the Droppp, you don't know what you get, and sometimes you get land a secret rare. And the beauty around VeVe is that we also provide a marketplace for a global community to come and try and collect. Apart from that, and adding on to something what VeVe has expanded onto is called the VeVeverse. Is our interpretation of what a metaverse will look like if you were on VeVe. And that is actually taking your collectibles and building something that's meaningful for you and representing you in that digital world. So VeVeverse is currently on beta, and we have around 1,500 active users a day, building and expanding their home, their showroom. What we have experienced is that we have built something that's quite unique and created what we call a creative economy. So users can actually start building their own shops, their own home, their own showrooms. They can expand and monetize through that world of digital with the community around. That's for me for today. If you haven't downloaded VeVe, we're available on iOS, Android. We're also available as a web app. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Before we get to Ridhima, I just want to make sure everybody saw that when you came in, you got gift cards from almost everybody on the panel to be able to try out some of these different projects. Did you see those when you came in? If not, touch base with people in the back here. You see them waving their hands. They'll get you cards. There you go. And yeah, make sure to... Nice. There you go. Yeah. Very cool. So make sure to take advantage of that. They were unbelievably gracious enough to supply those. So make sure to try out all these different projects. All right. Ridhima.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. My name is Ridhima, and I'm VP at Dapper Labs. Dapper created some of the first digital collectible NFTs back in 2017 with CryptoKitties, for those of you who have been in this game for a minute. And we initially started because we figured the internet loves cats, people love to collect, let's create a brand new collecting experience where you can get all the benefits of blockchain technology. And CryptoKitties went viral, and then since then we've expanded our partnerships to NBA with our product called NBA Top Shot, NFL All Day, Disney Pinnacle. And I've been at Dapper for 4 years. Before this, I was on the investor side as a partner at Andreessen Horowitz, and I really believe that Dapper is changing the game of digital experiences. And I'll tell you a little bit about our products now. So we have NBA Top Shot, which is essentially, think trading cards, but video moments of your favorite parts of the game. So you can participate now as a fan in a whole new way. From the beginning, you know, only 99% of the people who are fans actually are not able to ever go to a game. So only 1% of the people that are NBA fans are able to go to a game. So we wanted to democratize access to that experience and to your fandom. And so what we did is we created these video moments. So you can buy a moment for $5, or some of our moments for LeBron James, for example, have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. We sold a Victor Wembanyama moment last year for $145,000 at auction. And so you can really participate at any level in the game, and it enables creators and players to really see who their fans are, which is really exciting. So we then expanded that to NFL All Day, and Disney Pinnacle is a product that we're really, really excited about. It's been in closed release. We recently had our Genesis giveaway where 3 of the most valuable items on the platform were given away. We also recently announced our partnership with Disney Plus, where we were one of 12 partners that Disney Plus launched their first loyalty program with, where you can claim a free mystery capsule. And for anybody here today, if you want to claim a free mystery capsule, you just have to email me, if you can catch my name, which is a little complicated, but it's ridhima@dapperlabs.com. And send me a note. I will say some folks have claimed capsules that have ended up selling for thousands of dollars in the marketplace. But also, it's just the best way to collect your fandom across the Disney universe. We also at Dapper Labs have created, we acquired actually one of the biggest virtual influencers and sort of the OG virtual influencer, Lil Michaela. And she has about 7.5 million followers across platforms, has done a lot of exciting ad campaigns with Bella Hadid and Calvin Klein and a number of different big brands. And then we built the Flow blockchain. Flow is the home of Mattel Digital Collectibles as well as Live Nation Ticketmaster. So for example, if you went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, you would be able to get a digital collectible that shows that you were actually at that game. Live Nation's minted over 10 million NFTs on the Flow blockchain, and we think about it as the most user-friendly experience for digital collectibles to secure your most valuable and prized possessions. So really happy to be here. Thank you so much for having us on this panel. And I guess while we're here, I'll take just another minute to talk about Disney Pinnacle, as we have some of the pins shown here. So Disney Pinnacle allows fans to collect digital versions of physical pins, but a much sort of a broader universe of all of those pins that come to life with video, and it's an amazing experience because you can not only collect pins and display them in your pin book, but also participate in trading events and our marketplace events, which allow you to share your fandom with other fans. And actually, one of the stories I love to share is one of our collectors came in through our Disney Plus partnership. They claimed the mystery capsule. They won the Genesis pin, and now they're part of the community. They've joined the Discord. So for all of you Discord fans out there, we have an amazing community, and I encourage you to join.
All right. Thank you so much. And just real quick, we're at 5:20, so I want to make sure we have time for questions and answers from the audience. So, sorry, don't need to speed anybody up, but
I'll be super quick.
all right, Steve, you're next.
Anybody follow Pudgy Penguins on Instagram? A few people? Cool. We take digital collectibles and use them as a access pass to the coolest IRL parties all over the world. Your digital collectible allows you entrance into our awesome parties, including one tomorrow at VeVe, a really amazing sneaker store. You guys should all come after the show. We use digital collectibles as a way to infuse our community, to build meaningful relationships in the real world. We are the bridge for a lot of Web3 companies to enter the Web2 world. And I would say, if I can ask you guys, Instagram has 1.9 million fans at the moment. I'd really like to get to 2 million by the end of the show. Give us a follow, check us out. The community is incredible. Pudgy Penguins bring joy to people, and there's always a place for everyone in the huddle.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. All right. Aaron.
What's up?
What's up?
Okay. I'm the least professional one up here. Just gonna throw that out there. No, thank you for having me. Thank you for putting this on. First off, I was gonna show my age by saying this. Everyone on the panel so far, I'm sure these guys do too, because they just look how nice they look. Everybody's got like super nice voices. If you ever watch the movie like Revenge of the Nerds, I got like a booger voice up here, so I'm sorry I don't sound like or look like how good these people look. I'm from Fanable. My name's Aaron. I'm just so excited to be here because Fanable's kind of like the new kid on the block, okay? We're the bridge between physical and digital collecting. We give you the opportunity to submit your books or to acquire books through curated drops, but we're actually going to release a lot of new information today at this panel, so you guys are going to get some really cool exclusive alpha, as you guys call it, which I think is really cool. I'm starting to learn your lingo. It's a fun little environment that I'm in here, and everybody just looks so good. Look at this guy over here in the Superman shirt. I'm wasting my own time here, but look at his muscle. Come on, flex with me. Give me a little flex. He's already doing it, not even moving, and he's still flexing.
That's like 6 minutes left.
Yeah. So the future collectibles, basically, this is what we do. Like, we have all of our assets are real physical comics. They're all graded. They're CGC, they're CGCS. We create and curate these drops, weekly drops, Thursdays at 2 p.m. Some of you, raise your hand if you've ever participated in a Fanable drop. Okay, so there's a good few of you. A lot of people just collect them because they look awesome. I'm helping design these. We just released the fantastic case today. There's actually only about 15 left, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and download the app. Good luck in this convention center. But go ahead and download it. If you can download it and you don't have a, we'll say, a profile, try and download it. If you see me around the convention center, come take a selfie with me. Do like a hashtag #FanableFan. You know what? You never know. You could win your own case. I've got about 5 that I'm just holding on to right now that are meant for fans who are going to be signing up and posting selfies throughout the convention. If you see me take a selfie, I might even give you one right here at the convention during this panel. We'll see. That's the right way to do it with some applause and stuff. Okay? But the key features of Fanable are this. One thing I love what some of these people have already talked about is security. Okay, we all know what happened a couple years ago here in California, forest fires, floods, things are happening around the world. We store all of our authenticated, verified assets in a Brinks vault, which everybody knows is super cool. So they're stored there. You guys can submit yours for absolutely free. When you submit your own stuff, it goes into your collection. If you decide to put it onto the marketplace, when it does sell, it's assigned to you and you alone. But when you sell it, guess what? You get a percentage of that, and then if it sells in perpetuity, you gain royalty every time that asset sells while it's on the blockchain. If somebody redeems it and burns it, then obviously that ends. But as long as it's on the marketplace and selling, you will gain that perpetuity royalty. You can vault your entire collection. I just sent in like 40 books and they told me to stop because they have too many assets coming in right now. They're like, Aaron, you can't keep sending your stuff. And I'm like, I want more space. I live in New York. We ain't got space. You can trade, you can sell. Again, we just did a drop today, the Fantastic Case. Our grail in that drop was a $1,000 book. It was Fantastic Four number 48, which obviously you guys might know something about. There's a big movie coming out soon, I think, something about the Fantastic Four, like First Blips or something, I don't know. But yeah, so you can access us. We have a native app, Android, iOS. You can access it anytime, anywhere. When's the time when I'm supposed to like start revealing stuff? Is it right now?
Oh, you want to reel? Oh, yeah.
Is it on the next slide? Is it on the slide?
No, there isn't another. I did the next slide, and that's for OddKey. Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, I'll tell them because they didn't tell me when I can say it or when I can't say it. There's a couple things I'm supposed to tell you. We are going. So the biggest question we've had is when is international, buying and purchasing and selling? When is that opening up to the rest of the world? It's happening in August. We are releasing that coming August. So the marketplace is about to blow up. So if you're already in Fanable and you have an account and you have assets, guess what? Hold on to those right now because when this thing opens up and it goes worldwide, we know what collectors like to do. You like to go for completionist status. So people are going to go back and they're going to start buying cases. Free storage at Brings. They send me notes to make sure I can cover the stuff. Free insurance for your collectibles. Yeah, it's free to send it in. We pay for your packing slip to send it in. Earn 2% on royalties for resale, 90% buyback offer on every item that you pull from a case. So if you open a case like today, the case was $94. 50% of that was $47. So if you open anything that was below $47, guess what? If it was worth $6, you would get $47 minimum. So we give a guarantee. It's a vault buyback guarantee. So we love doing that, making sure you guys are taken care of. Just so you know, the chase for today, which is like Fantastic Four number 600, is still available. I think that's all I have to say. But I'll let you know this right now. There's something really cool coming up in the next couple of weeks for Fanable. And it's going to be, basically you can buy and, drops, like 24/7. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it was, but the grand prize chase that's going to be in it. I'm not allowed to tell you what it is, but I can tell you that it's a comic book worth $20,000. Nice. So keep an eye on Fanable. If you don't have an account, try and download it. If you do successfully download it, get dry mode. If you do successfully download it, come find me, show me. I'll get your ID, your link information, and guess what? You could win a Fantastic Case or one of the sold out vault filling cases. But check it out. It's really cool. I love working here. I get to buy a lot of cool.
All right. Hey, Jake. Jake, before we get to you, Jake, I just want to do a real quick announcement. So I don't know who knows in this room, but I've been trying to get this panel made for the past 3 years. It's taken a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And the fact that this room is almost filled brings a lot of joy to my heart. So what I want to do, thank you very much. I would love to, right before we're kicked out of here, I'd like to get the panelists to come down to the front, and my wife's going to come up here and take a photo and do like a giant selfie. I want to send that to the panel people at San Diego to say, hey, digital's here, it's not going anywhere, people love it, and so I want to be able to send that to them. So, all right. Jake, you're next.
Hi everyone, my name's Jake. I work over at OddKey for Todd McFarlane's digital comic side. We do quite a range of items so that everyone can collect. Todd just always says he wants to come out with cool stuff for you guys. Doesn't matter where it is, just like everyone else saying we want to give a new medium for people to collect. Our most popular is about every 2 months, Todd will pick a new cover that he thinks is cool, send it over to our animator, make it about a 20-second video with music and sound, and then when we come out with that, 10% of the supply is uniquely signed by Todd. Every single drop we do, he gets down on his iPad and he signs 50 new autographs, 100 new autographs, however many we need, so that if you win an autograph, it is a unique signature. It'll be different from the person next to you. Along that line, in the 1%, he'll also do a remark on some of those digitals, so you'll get a unique Todd sketch on your digital piece. As well as every single week, we know not everybody can spend money, so every week we come out with drops on drip.house. One spawn cover every week, and there's a variant, virgin variant and a black and white variant. If you follow us, you'll get that basic trade dress cover every single week, free to collect. Very easy to get into the leaderboard to collect those virgin variants and the black and whites, and you can very easily sell it right after. I think we have about 250,000 followers, so there's quite a big supply of the trade dress variants. Our favorite bit is we like to have, I'd say about every 2 weeks, we have artists come into our Discord. Whether they do a Q&A or a live drawing, they'll get to interact directly with the fans. You guys get to come up and ask questions. We've had Todd McFarlane quite often, of course, Jonathan Galapion, Jeff Monk. They come in there, they do their artwork. We take it, scan it, and then we do a one-of-one auction to our fans. And they can buy this with our OCT, our OddKey collectible token. It's a staking coin that you can get for free from any of the NFTs you own. No limit to stacking them up. You don't have to stake it for 6 months like some NFTs. You can stake it for a minute, pull it right back into your inventory. You don't have to keep it there. But with that, you can get those one-of-one pieces. We also open pop-up shops about once every 3 months where we go into Todd's personal warehouse, grab some of his comics that you haven't seen for a while, get him to sign them, and then you can buy physical pieces from Todd with this OCT. So completely free, you can go and get these physical pieces from Todd. And then a little bit more rare, about every 6 months, we allow people to send in their own personal grails to get signed by Todd. We know how tough it is to get into his lines and get his wristbands, so we want to give them a way to get their physical pieces signed. We know every single one of our digital collectors is also a physical collector. They're a mesh of the two, so we want to be able to bridge that gap, allow them to get their Todd McFarlane signed pieces, whatever they may want, as well as come out with, as many cool items as we can. Thank you.
All right.
My piece is a little bit hidden, but there is a signed Spawn #1 giveaway that you guys can enter for.
Oh, there it is. All right. Funko.
Yeah. All right. You hear me okay? Thanks, Shane.
Absolutely.
I'm Nate. This is Trevor. We work on Droppp and Digital Pop at Funko. Any Funko fans out there? Yeah, nice. How about Digital Pop fans? Nice. All right, so what is Digital Pop? Digital Pop is kind of Funko's take on digital collecting. It combines physical and digital. You can see an example here with a recent Dungeons and Dragons drop we did. So the cards, which are normally animated, they're not on this slide, but shout out to the Funko designers. They do amazing artwork for these cards. They have different rarities, and some of the rarities are directly redeemable for physical products, like this exclusive Orcus Dungeons and Dragons physical here. So we do these drops, and each one has, we might have like 60 unique cards, and maybe 3 to 8 unique exclusive physicals. And these are physicals that you can only get through the digital program at Funko, so you can't find these at a store or something like that. We do all this on a platform called Droppp. That's Droppp with 3 Ps, Droppp.io. On there, we have a really fun pack open experience. So we have these drops like this Dungeons and Dragon one, and we sell packs. And then you can open these packs, get these cards, check out what you got, maybe get a physical. Droppp also has some other fun features like a collection tracker to help collect your digital sets. We have a secondary marketplace. We just rolled out Droppp Arcade, which is we're trying to kind of gamify the digital side a little bit more and add leaderboards and kind of a competitive aspect to it. Some quick stats about Droppp that we've got up here. So we've done about 85 drops to date, and these are all kinds of big license names like Marvel Avengers, Avatar, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, down to like small names as well. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, so one of my favorites is Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, nice. So we try and have a little something for everybody. And yeah, we've to date minted over 35 million digital collectibles. These are all true NFTs on the Wax blockchain, so people can put them in their own wallets or do whatever they want with them. We've also shipped over 600,000 physical collectibles as part of this program, and that's around the world to 84 countries, I think it is at this point. So yeah, that's Droppp. We've also got, everybody here should have received one of these cards. Yeah, it's got a little scratch-off code that's, you can get a digital collectible on Droppp. Comes in a couple rarities. And then doing so also enters you into a giveaway. We're going to give away a bunch of premium packs. So hopefully you can get one of those and maybe you'll get a physical. So that's Droppp. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I should probably talk a little bit about the project I work on, McFarlane Toys Digital. How many in here are familiar with McFarlane Toys Digital? All right, all right. So it's an extension of the physical products that McFarlane Toys produces, and the way that we do ours is there's a redemption code inside of the physical products that you see at the stores, whether it's Walmart or Target or anywhere else, GameStop. And when you open up the box, it's kind of a twofer. You get both the physical and you also get the digital. We have a showroom, 15 minutes, thank you for that. We have a showroom where you can take your digital collectibles, put them in there, pose them, you know, create little scenes. So there's a kind of an interactive element, much like what David and their team have done. So yeah, it's just a really cool way to you know, extend the collecting hobby. For me, I can tell you, you know, my journey to moving to digital. I just got it to a point in my age when I started looking around the house and realized how many bins and bins of toys that I had and long boxes of comic books, and I just realized I don't have enough space to continue to collect. So I moved to digital, and it just was an easy transition for me. I love it. I love the community aspect of it. I met some amazing people since being in here 4 years ago. It's just a great community. So yeah, I wanted to put this panel together to just introduce everybody to all of these amazing projects that are out there. And I also wanted to find a way that we could all, you know, come together as one unit. We're all in this new growing space together. I want to give a shout out to Shae. She has been absolutely phenomenal in helping me put this together. So, you know, Candy and McFarlane working together. I mean, I hope to get to work with every one of them. They're all doing amazing stuff. So I think we should open it up. We have like less than 15 minutes, so we should ask some Q&A questions. Anybody have any questions about any of the projects?
In terms of licensing, how you guys are getting together with bigger partners, et cetera, making it digital, we have two people sitting right next to each other. I love both your platforms. I love Dapper Labs and what it's doing for the digital collecting of pins in Disneyland. And I love VeVe for all of the interactive characters that we can play with in virtual as well as augmented reality. In the future, as this expands, the way Apple sort of bought up all of the app creators underneath them and made them just part of the operating system, do we see Disney sort of absorbing you guys into one umbrella so that Disney owns their own properties digitally, etc.? A lot of pin traders running around Disneyland have no clue that we can carry our pins in our pocket like this. And other characters don't know that we can actually put Peter Pan in Fantasyland while we're playing with our VeVe at the same time reading my comics on DC. It's just, is there going to be some traction about it before we explode too much?
I would say that there's just so much fandom to go around. There's just plenty of space for it. So you can be a physical pin collector, and then you can collect your digital pins, and VeVe's done a wonderful job with these digital collectibles as well. And so as a collector, I think you have your physical pins, you have your digital pins, you have your VeVe collectibles, you kind of are spanning across the board, and I think Disney's been incredibly forward-looking and thinking about where people want to spend their time and how they want to collect and share and express their fandom. So I really commend Disney a lot for being so forward-thinking.
I know Bridget maybe
Yeah.
say, hey, if you own this digital, you get to the front of the line.
My experience with the licensors and working with them since 2017 when we first had the idea of introducing the digital collecting side, is that licensors are very selective who they choose and how they license the product out. I mean, there's the digital pins. It's very difficult for VeVe, for example, to get a pin license or another one of these. The licensors fundamentally value the asset that they have given out. They understand the collectability, and they don't want to over monetize in a way as giving that to everyone. In the physical world, you probably have seen t-shirts all around the world, but in terms in the digital interactive, they are being much more protective. I had the pleasure to be speaking a couple of days ago with one of the biggest executive, and they saying, well, you don't see we have this superhero also in this format and that format and so on. So they do carve them out in a way to share that whole economy together.
I have one thing. Steve, were you able to arrange that thing that we had talked about earlier, the giveaway that... You were. Okay, let me get a show of hands in here. Who is not part of the Pudgy Penguins platform? Okay, oh wow, a lot of people. All right, I'll tell you what. This gentleman right here with the glasses?
Yes.
Can you meet up with Steve afterward? Do we have 2 of these things or 1?
We have as many as you need, but we might have to ship them to you.
Okay.
A little bit later.
All right.
A real penguin?
Yeah. I think you guys should come see the magic of the Pudgy Penguins community tomorrow night at Bait, a really cool trend-setting store here in San Diego. Pudgy Penguins, the digital asset that you buy. We have about 1 million people now that either own our original 8,888 NFTs, our 22,222 little Pudgies, and now almost over 900 holders of our own currency called Pengu. We have 1 million people that are financially incentivized with the success, the proliferation of our IP. That's, by the way, we just celebrated our 4th birthday 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Alex.
All right. Why don't we pick one more then?
Yep.
Let's see those hands again. All right. You right here. So those 2, come and see Steve afterward. Sign up for Pudgy Penguins. He has something super cool for both of you. It is, yeah. Can I tell them what it is?
Real penguins. Yeah, you can tell.
All right. It is a signed skateboard by all the people from Pudgy Penguins.
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
The one that's made here, we'll try to get you that one by the end of the show, but worst case scenario, we'll send it to both of you guys at your house.
Yeah. I'm telling you, everybody, this was the panel to be at for giveaways. Everybody here is getting something cool. So thank you so much for coming. How much time do we actually have? In the back of the room?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. All right. They keep showing me we're almost ready to wrap up. So when do we have to actually wrap up? 5:55, right? So we have 8 minutes? Okay, so we can take a few more questions. All right. Right in the front here.
Mine's more of a statement. I've seen a lot of your projects from many years. My wife and I do a lot of digital. I just want to say thank you guys for putting so much blood, sweat, and tears into all your projects. I know how difficult it is to, once you push out something, you get the commentary from people that, and you think you got that project down, but you got people saying, no, you need it better. So thank you guys for keeping digital alive. I think it's going to help a lot of people, a lot more collectors out there that you can't come on. And just want to say thank you guys as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. There's my friend over there.
Hi, my name's Sully. I'm a streamer and a diehard NFT collector. What's up? We got to meet. I've been collecting Droppp since the guys went live on the first one because I've been a long-time Funko collector, diehard fan of theirs. One of the things I run into, and I do education on my stream of NFTs, is so many people don't know what NFTs are. They're confused by it. They don't know the steps to get involved. Or they have some sort of bad idea that they've been told from the rest of the internet. How do each of you look to expand your platforms and bring on new people and do education, which I think is so important? How you fight that?
All right. Just remember, we only got 6 minutes. All right.
All right. So And I want to let you know, like, for people like that, if you know anybody that is not sure about like NFTs and like the digital space, I am the actual like example of that. Learning about this stuff. Fanable is a great way to introduce them to that. So we take your items and make them into a digital collectible, but still backed by a physical copy that is in a Brinks vault. So you still have access to it. It's still yours. If you buy it, sell it, trade it, obviously it's not going to be yours, but if you buy it, it's yours. But that's what I mean. It's your NFT, it's your digital item, and it's only yours. So like that's a great way to introduce new people to these communities by saying you could take this physical collection and put it into a vault for safekeeping, and then you can have the digital asset for you. So introducing people to it, it's a great bridge to get them to bring into these other communities and understand where the value lies.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead. Yep.
Is this thing on?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I actually had some talking points on this. You know, at Droppp, we try our hardest to make the experience as simple and intuitive as possible. I mean, anyone in here that collects on Droppp, you probably feel it. We don't bombard you with terms like blockchain or NFT, or we don't want you to scare away with things like seed phrases. You know, and we just really try to make the platform just feel like a really good collector's platform. And I think we have a lot of work to do still in terms of education. We should chat afterwards. But I think it's kind of all of our duty here to just like level up the whole community in general and try to do the best we can to make it easier for collectors, because ultimately that's going to help us grow this. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
No, we're running out of time, and I just real quick for those of you that got all of your redemption cards. If you have a redemption card that has my initials in the corner for McFarlane Digital, look on your card. As you're walking out, you'll see my daughter there. You'll get a physical Fidgetal toy to take with you as you leave. So there should be 10 of them. All right? I know I wish this panel could have went for 2 more hours. They're giving me the sign over there. I want to get this photo before we head out of here.
Yeah.
I just want to give a thanks to everybody that was in here. Thanks for coming out. Everybody let's move to the middle so we can get a nice filled seat. Everybody move to the middle so we can get this photo.